Here are two interesting French knives. These knives are really sort of very early type designs. This particular knife here is called the Eustache, or a Loustache, named for Eustache Dubois, who was a cutler in the I think in the 1700s, basically before the French Revolution. And this was a knife design that became very popular, such that the design became known as the Eustache. It's really a springless design. Actually, this actually marked on the spine 1789 to 1989 anniversary edition. This came in a very large, fancy leather wood box. The outer ferrule here over the boxwood handle, the boxwood which is burn engraved, very similar to the Nontron style of knives, supports the wood, and then the pivot pin goes through the ferrule, and the metal is folded over. Now, in this particular case, the actually ferrule acts as the spring, so when you open the knife, it does actually click solidly open. This knife has a little verdigris coloring on the blade just from being in my knife roll. It's a strange sort of saber type clip point blade, but you know, it's a nice large handled knife, you know, with an elegant curved edge, and just kind of a neat model of a very early, you know, somewhat primitive folding knife design. And this one is called a Capucin. It's really the style what they call a couteau à deux clous, or two nails or two pins. This one does have the two pins, so one nail or pin is the pivot pin, and the other nail or pin is the blade stop. The handle is made from a single piece of horn, dark horn, but these have been inlaid with lighter horn in the middle, and it's very pretty. Again, this one doesn't have any spring. It just relies on the fact that there's a stop, and if you're cutting toward the locking mechanism, and you can keep your thumb there on the back of the blade as you're cutting to kind of keep the blade from closing on you. This knife maker is Cognet, C-O-G-N-E-T. The blade is very nicely finished. It's a nice shaped blade with a kind of a deep belly on it. Capucin really refers to the Capucin monks who wore these large hoods over their heads. So if you look at the handle and you figure, you know, this is the body and here's the hood covering the head of the monk, that was they sort of pictured that in the handle shape, and that's how it got that name. These are still manufactured today. You know, very nicely finished. Sort of similar to the Jacques Monge knives that are made with one piece of horn. Knife has a very elegant handle, very pretty curve to it, but with the blade closed. It's just an elegant shape, and really nice handwork with the horn, and a very pretty knife.